Let's give it a try. Cause if I was to stay here with you, girl, well, things they couldn't be the same. Cause I'm as free as a bird now, and as birds you cannot change. Anyhow, figured it's been a minute since I broke the guitar out for a video, and so I wanted to do that for today's video. This is my YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame video, and I think this video might be a little bit longer than normal. So I got a list of 10 channels that I'm going to run through, and I do have to wear reading glasses to read my own writing. I couldn't memorize this. So I'm going to jump into my list. I'm going to give you kind of reasons why I picked these channels, and hopefully it makes sense when it's all said and done. So the first channel I want to recognize is Great Lakes Breaks, Jake, and these are in no particular order. So Jake at Great Lakes Breaks was a channel early on that subscribed to the channel, and he was one of the first channels that I had that had probably over 1,000 subscribers. He started his channel a little bit after mine in 2019. I started mine in January. It looked like they started theirs in 2020. Excuse me, February 2019. And Jake would comment on my videos. He'd also comment on my friend Prism 280's videos. And we were both little channels. Jake's was even smaller than mine, and purposely so. I think I said that right. I may have messed that up, but anyhow, Jake would comment on our videos, man, and it meant a lot to me to have a kind of a bigger channel, a more successful channel, commenting on a smaller guy's channel. So I think a lot of times folks, once their channels reach a certain size, they consider it like running a business, and they're all about what they can get out of their channel and not what they can do with their channel. And Jake was a guy who's very gracious with his comments, and I always appreciated that, so I wanted to recognize Jake in that. So Great Lakes Breaks is my first channel on my ballot here. The second one I want to bring up is the Card Hobbyist, Mr. Patrick. So Patrick was a channel that, again, we started it at a very similar time, had very similar sized channels, but his budget breaks that he did early on in his channel, I participated in a lot of them because I found it was a way to get on and participate in some live stream stuff, and pick channels or pick teams and trade with other teams, with other channels for the teams that they wanted. And those live streams make me extremely nervous. I have watched more than I have ever even thought about commenting on, because sometimes I don't know, it's hard to jump into the conversation. I don't know, I have anxiety for that for whatever reason. It's weird, I know, but I don't like to comment on live streams for channels that are doing different things. But Patrick was a guy like from the word go that we were like buddies, and I always appreciated that. And so Patrick, you get my one of my votes. A great segue from that is Reindeer Studios. Scott at Reindeer Studios, I actually got to know through Patrick's channel, and Patrick actually shouted out Scott's channel for a video response or something he was doing for someone else, and then I went and subbed, and then got to know Scott a little bit through through Patrick's channel, through those live streams and trading the Indians and whatnot to Scott. And I actually have a drawing that Scott gave me that I bought. That actually I got through my friend Buttermilk. He got Scott to do it. And you know, are you a real YouTube channel if you don't have a Reindeer Studios drawing? You know, I don't know. I do have one, and I hope to showcase it at some point. Aranya Boys. Oh my gosh, Scotty. I can't say enough about Scotty, about Spidey. So I was one of the last couple channels that got added to the Card Crew when it was going, and you know, if you're not familiar with that, a few summers back, man, that was kind of where it was. The Card Crew was the kind of the catalyst of the community, and it, you know, it. Some things happened, some drama happened, and it fizzled out, and we, you know, brought it back for a little bit, and it was just fun. And Scotty said something earlier this year about hopefully doing another Card Crew giveaway. I'd love to participate in that. Hopefully, I'm still a member in good standing, if you will, for that to get brought back. But Aranya Boys has my vote, man. Scotty, I love you, and I hope you get in. Next vote, Collectorholic, Mr. Chris. Again, another guy. I remember when he kind of started his channel. Just another guy that was just really easy to communicate with, and the support that he gave. I mean, there was hardly a video that I would go and watch that Chris didn't already have a comment on. You know, he spent a lot of time supporting other channels. He was the epitome of what the Card Crew was kind of about. Was about sharing the love, sharing the hobby, helping other people grow their channels, offering support and encouragement. And Chris is just a great guy. Amio Tinney is my next one. Amio is a friend of mine. Amio, I wish I lived closer so we could, you know, get together and hang out and, you know, camp and that sort of thing. Amio is a channel that I found kind of early myself and pushed him a little bit, and we've just been absolute buds since then. I love watching the videos that he does with his dad. He does every video with his wife right now, and that's really cool. And I love watching him. And you know, I bet my Sonny Gray collection is what it is because of Amio and his father, and you know, I bet they've given me half the cards that I own in that. And Amio, just proud to know you, bud, and I hope you get in this year. Next one, Lou Rock TV. Lou is a guy that I don't know great. You know, I don't know him extremely well. We've commented back and forth a few times on different things, but Lou is one of those channels that his reputation preceded itself. Lou is a guy whose reputation out in the YouTube community is so positive and so good that it was like one of those things where, you know, I was probably subbed to him a long time before, but I didn't really get to, you know, watch his videos. You know how the algorithm, you know, you watch and YouTube recommends, you know, like a small circle for you, and I never quite got into his circle or vice versa, but Lou's someone I respect quite a bit, and so Lou, hope you get added to the group. Next one, Ethan's Sports Cards and More. Ethan just is a channel that, you know, I've had the privilege of watching for quite some time. Ethan and I have some common ground in that we both graduated college last year. And so we were going through some very similar things at a similar time, although in different stages of life. So Ethan is a fun one to watch, and he has a card shop in Kentucky, and I actually hope to, I live in Tennessee, so it'd be a short drive. I hope to get up there and surprise him one day and give him some business and maybe even make a video with him. I think that would be super cool. 2 votes left. So I've got one here that's going to be kind of an outlier, and then I'll get into my last vote. But my next vote is actually for Joester's Cards and Coins. So this one is, again, Joester hasn't made videos in a couple of years. This is my first time I've ever put forward a ballot to this Sports Card Hall of Fame. I actually really just found out about it last year, and it kind of refueled my interest in the community a little bit, because it you know, the one good thing about this is that if you go out and you watch some of these videos, you start seeing some of the channels that are getting love from other people. And you know, and there's a lot of channels out there. As I was making this list, there's a lot of channels that, you know, I know of, and I might would have voted for them on my list, but they were already getting love from other people. But Joester is one who I miss incredibly. So I went back and looked. Joe hasn't made a video again in 2 years. There was a couple of videos that I saw that, you know, my channel's name was in, where we did some, you know, giving some stuff back and forth. Joe was very kind, very gracious to me, and it was probably to this day the most unique YouTuber within the sports card community that I've ever seen. Just the stuff that he was doing was, hands down, it was just outstanding. And Joe, I really miss you. And I don't know if you'll ever see this video, but if you do, hit me up, man, because you're just a great guy. You and DFD with the Card Mafia was just, it was good stuff. It was good times. And in my last vote, this one is going to be a little bit unique. But this one actually goes out to John with John Sports Cards. I saved you for last, John. Again, I started my YouTube channel in January of 2019, and I had a personal channel aside that I didn't have content on. And one of the first channels I ever subbed to was John under my personal channel, and I remember when John made it to 100 subscribers. And I thought, well, that's pretty cool, man. And he was celebrating that. And then when I started my channel in January, and I think I subbed to him in, I don't know, October, September of the year before. When I started my channel in 2019, he was probably my 12th to 15th sub on my channel, and he had less than 200 at the time. In fact, I think I won one of his giveaways. I've won a few giveaway things on his channel over the years, and John has always been very gracious to me. And you know, it bothers me that I don't even know where to begin on that, but it bothers me some of the negative publicity that John gets. John is my friend. John's a buddy of mine. John's always done right by me. In particular, right here, I got a package from John. John, I haven't even gotten into this. I reached out to John, I think in October of last year, with my 1989 Topps giveaway that I was wanting to put together. I was 12 cards short, and I got tired of buying cards. I reached out to John, emailed him. You know, he didn't fuss. He said, yeah, let me see what I got. And he actually put some stuff together. And it may have been more than 12. There might be 50 cards in there. I don't remember. But John hooked me up, and he didn't expect anything in return. And here it is several months later, and he's not emailing me, but like, when are you going to do that giveaway? I mean, he's not sweating me about it at all. So, you know, John, you're my friend. I posted on your channel the other day that you would receive a vote from me, and this is it. This is my vote. And so thank you. I hope I'm able to get this video put together and put it out there in time. I appreciate the inflection that this brings. I commented on Mike, Baseball Card Collector's video the other day. He posted, you know, why he started this, and I almost did not make a list because I am afraid of, you know, being part of a problem here. And you say, what kind of problem would you be? Well, I think we all don't know what we don't know, and I think in a lot of cases we don't know the channels that have been around 6, 8, 10, 15 years that aren't getting recognized, and I don't mean for that to be. And I think sometimes, as we're saying certain things, I think sometimes it comes out wrong, and you know, and I don't want to say anything that's misconstrued or taken the wrong way in my video here. I just think that there are probably some really great channels out there that aren't maybe as capable of networking as some of these newer channels. You know, I think some of these newer channels, we've connected maybe because of the algorithm and because of our demographic or because of whatever, and some channels that are really deserving out there are getting overlooked, and it's because we don't know any better. You know, so all we can do is vote for the channels that we interact with, that we care about, and that we become friends with, and you know, go from there. And like I said, there's others, you know, channels. Picker Jim, dude, I greatly respect and appreciate your channel. Four Leaf, I don't get over there and comment enough on your channel, but just channels I respect. But I know you guys are getting love from other channels, and so I had to whittle my list down to what it is now. And so again, I'm afraid of what I don't know. I'm afraid of perpetuating this concept, if you will, that only certain channels make it in, and it's based on a popular vote. And when there's probably some just stud channels out there with collections that make all of ours look horrible, who maybe just don't have the editing skills or whatever, and don't have the software or whatever, and they're not getting recognized. But anyhow, these are my 10, and I will compile this list and hopefully get the names of these channels in the comment or in the description below, and get this out there, and hopefully it gets in time. Appreciate any comments you might have. I appreciate you liking this video, and I appreciate I picked up a few new subs here recently just by watching some of these votes, and so that's the cool thing, is it's exposing all of us, right, in this community. I've been at this 4 years, and I dabble in outdoor stuff too, so this is just part of the things that I want to make videos about, and maybe for that reason I'm not viewed as a serious collector, and that's fine. But anyhow, this is going to do it for today's video, guys. Like always, leave me a nice comment down below, and hopefully I'll catch you on the next one. Alright, peace out. Thanks.